Hey, we're in Chicago continuing our Route 66 journey, and we're at, I believe it's pronounced Fado Irish Pub, which has the name has a great background. That's kind of the Irish equivalent of a long time ago. You started with the beginning of a fairy tale or something like that. But it's a it's a brilliantly beautiful pub inside with some, stone-looking floors and lots of collection of Irish memorabilia. But yeah, if you're in Chicago, don't miss Fado.
Exactly.
So if you don't mind, tell me your name
Kieran O'Hara.
and tell me about your pub. It's lovely.
So this pub has been here since 1997. It's an Irish pub company design. Everything was brought over from Ireland. So it'll be 30 years next year. We've just started decorating the place for the World Cup. It's going to start in a few weeks. So
Yes.
one of the biggest soccer pubs in the city. So we're just starting
Oh,
to kind of
nice.
get ready for that.
Lovely.
So each part of the pub here, we're privately owned. We've got 7 other pubs around the country. Each part of the pub tells a story about the Irish pub culture. So over here, this is the post office up in Dumfries. So not uncommon in towns and villages in Ireland, as you know, for a post office and a pub to share the same space. This area here is our shop area. For the same reason, again, not uncommon for a pub and a shop to share the same space.
Yes.
So down here in this area here, back in 2015, we done a major renovation here. So we decided to make this part of the pub a bit more contemporary. Darker woods, high top tables. We opened up the bar area here, and again, as far as the design goes, more of a Dublin style pub feel to the pub. And then as we head upstairs, you're going to see it takes a kind of a turn, and it has a different look altogether. The upstairs pub is a farmhouse style. It's 150 years old, the bar that's up there.
Wow.
All of the seating up there is all lower level, the woods are all lighter, so it's just a different kind of feel to the upstairs.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, come on. Set up. As you head up here, this is the remnants from our redesign back in 2015. There's the hull of a boat here.
Yeah, that's what we noticed. Yeah.
I'll tell you what that was about. So, this area here, the mezzanine level, when the pub first opened in 1997, this was a whole area that was dedicated to St. Brendan and his voyage.
Ah.
So we had big mast here, there was a Celtic cross there, we had oars to this boat, we had a curragh hanging off of here. All of this was all stained glass windows, we had a whole mural going through the ceiling. And in 2015, we pulled all that stuff out. We wanted again to make this look more like a contemporary design
Right.
to fit in downstairs. But we couldn't take out the hull of the boat. It was kind of an integral part to the structure at that point.
Oh,
So
no.
it looks a bit out of place now.
Right.
It worked for the first 10 years.
It's
So,
a
yeah, that was the point.
it's a conversation piece now.
It's a conversation piece now. It is. And then we come here to the upstairs. Again, we're getting ready for the World Cup, but as
Oh,
you
yeah.
can see, this is a completely different look. So this is more of our
Right.
farmhouse look. So we've got lower top tables, lighter woods.
Right.
We got the fireplace over in the corner here. The bar here came from the Purple Kitchen, which is outside of Dunleary. We're told it's 150 years old. As you start to see the makeup of the bar, you can see that if you could talk, you would have some stories
yeah.
to tell. So it's a beautiful bar.
Oh, it's
Again,
gorgeous.
very, very typical for Irish pubs to have the dividers in here to break up the bar, whereas American bars would be just kind of long. The Irish
Yeah.
pub design brings that in. One of the coolest features that we have here, this is our Bailey's tree.
Ah.
It's made of steel. We used to have all the lampshades used to be Bailey's bottles. Sadly, we're down to 2. They were custom made. I can't get any more over time. They broke.
Right.
But and then this here is our snug.
Yes.
As you know, many pubs, traditional Irish pubs would have a snug area.
Right.
And that's our kind of tip of the cap to the snug.
A little bit of tradition.
Little bit of tradition.
Yeah.
So part of the whole Fado legacy is to tell the story of the Irish pub culture.
It's beautiful. Beautiful pub.
Yeah. So it's holding up well. It's said it'll be 30 years next year, and one of the first kind of true Irish pubs that were here. There was plenty of Irish bars in Chicago.
Right.
But not a lot of Irish pubs.
No. This feels like we're, like Dublin or
Right.
yeah.
Right. And again, 2 different kind of feels and different
Right.
looks. the downstairs looked more like this before we done the renovation downstairs. So now you get a sense as to what the pub culture looks like today as far as downstairs go. And then when you come up here, you get a sense as to
Yeah, I
what
mean,
it
this could
was,
be
you know.
this could be Brazenhead.
Yes, this could be Brazen.
Yeah,
Yes.
it looks
And
a lot like
downstairs could be Café de San. Or
Yeah,
something like
exactly.
That, you know, a bit more current.
right. Yeah, no, it's beautiful.
Yeah, we got a stage area up here, so we have live music. We don't have live music on the weekends anymore, but around St. Patrick's Day and such, that would be our stage area.
Yeah.
We clear it off, and the band would go up there, and yeah.
No, it's brilliant. And the ceilings are just amazing.
Yes, so when they built this in 1997, they brought over all the craftspeople from Ireland. There's a couple of big, everything came over. I mean, tables, chairs, the tradesmen to put it all together. They did an amazing job.
Yeah, and then you've got the wood above the stage. Yeah,
The fireplace, when planning went in, that was going to be a working fireplace, but during that whole process, the city of Chicago designated this as a historic building. And once they'd done that, they wouldn't allow us to do anything on the outside. So we had the whole thing built, and now it's just it's there as a piece as opposed to a working piece.
right. Very nice. I've seen this once or twice.
That
No.
that whole social thing. Again, for me, if I wanted to meet friends, when I was in my 20s, you didn't have social media, you didn't have cell phones, you had to go out to the pub, and that's where all the social gathering was done. In Irish culture, nobody entertained at home. You went to the pub.
Yeah.
That has changed a bit more now with respect to just how people behave, and they will do more entertaining at home, which was never kind of the thing. And then I came out here when I was 26. I never saw a barbecue before in my life until I came out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're pretty commonplace back there.
Right.
So things change and times change, but and no different than any other business. If you're stagnant, you're gonna die. You got to keep evolving and changing, and things change. So the pub, in the sense of, like, when we opened in '97, we didn't have a TV in the place. We weren't showing sports.
Right.
We were adamant around the fact, a true Irish pub.
Yeah, I've heard that. I still hear that today.
Yeah.
I've yet to go into an Irish pub that doesn't have a TV.
Oh, there are many in Ireland.
So more of them
Yeah.
would be restaurants. But
Yeah.
if you're a pub, they thrive on sports. I mean,
Right.
Exactly.
It's a big
and that's
thing.
adjusting to what
Yeah.
you're talking
Yeah,
about, to try to
it's a
get
big thing.
people in.
Yeah,
Is that it's-
GAA and rugby and obviously, soccer and such. I mean, it's all very big,
We've learned so much about rugby
Yes, we
from
have.
our time in Ireland.
isn't it? So I was just at a rugby game actually this past Saturday. So I was up in Galway, and I went to a rugby game. I was only there for 3 days, but I managed to get in a rugby game. It was great.